Hi Vintage Dolls, it's Emelyne. So today is Valentine's Day. I did a vlog in my week for this week's vlog, but the vlog was kind of long and I felt like it was boring. Like there wasn't anything super exciting that happened each day. So I'm just gonna do a little quick recap of what happened throughout the week, show you guys some clips, and then we will get into Valentine's Day. So basically, I think it was Saturday, maybe Friday, one of those days, Connor came over and basically Wilbur was like going crazy. He was so excited. Every time Connor comes over, he just gets super excited. So from there we went and saw Paddington. Did we do anything else that day? I don't remember. If we did, I'll put a little clip of it in. I don't think really anything happened that day, which is why this vlog was getting kind of boring. And then we ended up the next day going on a little trip because Connor was selling his car, and on the way back we saw these really cute vintage trailers. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know I've been wanting to get an authentic vintage trailer and remodel it, but these ones were new trailers, but they were supposed to look vintage. So in the clip right here, you guys can see them. They were super cute, but when we got home we looked at the prices and they were so expensive. So then yesterday Connor and I went up to a town which was like 3 hours from his house, 4 hours from my house. So it was a long trip, but basically we went to go test out some trucks. He wants to get a truck and we are thinking if he's gonna get a truck, it has to be good for like a family kind of car, because most likely in a year, I'm gonna let Wilbur in, most likely in a year we'll probably either be married or be like getting close to a wedding. So we just want to make sure that whatever cars we get, we're thinking about the future. So we went and tried those out. Connor had me drive them to make sure that I liked them. It was so scary because these trucks are huge. They were the Ford 250, so they were really big, and I was kind of freaked out driving it. And they were also diesel, so they were really loud. Feels a little better, maybe. My mom's gonna laugh at me when she knows I'm driving a big truck. Anyway, fast forward to today. This morning, we made some pancakes. We made them in the like word saying I heart you for Valentine's Day, and I think that's pretty much all we've done so far. I just got ready. As far as the rest of the day goes, I'll bring you guys along for that and we'll see what happens. All right, so we just got back home. We took a cute little Connor's at 1,000 pictures. We took a cute Valentine's picture. So right now we have to do some non-Valentine's Day stuff, just some adult stuff. So we're gonna go do that, but I'm gonna tell you guys probably in the car the story of my near-death experience last night. Okay, sorry that like the lighting's gonna be kind of weird, we're just driving, but I wanted to tell you guys what happened last night. So last night we were coming back from looking at trucks and it was probably like 9ish or so when we got back, and Connor's like, let me drop you off at the front door, that way you don't have to walk on the ice and stuff. And I was like, no, I'll be fine. So I was not fine. I got out of the car and like my feet slid from underneath me and I hit my head on the tire. Then my head hit the ground and hit the ice. And I was like, when I like get hurt, I tend to laugh. I don't know why. So then Connor came over to like help me up and stuff, and I was just like laughing so much. I don't know why, I just like do this like weird nervous laugh thing, but I had like a couple tears coming down my cheeks, but like I wasn't crying. I think I was just kind of like in shock that it happened, and he was like, are you okay? So we went inside, and like I obviously didn't have a concussion or anything like that, but still like if you hit your head, you should be like cautious about it. But I don't know, I wasn't like thinking really like that. I was just like felt fine, so I was like, nothing is wrong. Whoa, this is so dark. So I just assumed like nothing was wrong, and nothing was wrong. But his mom gave me like an ice pack. I took some Advil, and I do have like a bump on my head. It was like a decent size last night, and right now it's not too bad. And then like my elbow was like super painful when I was trying to sleep, but my elbow actually doesn't even hurt anymore. It's just my head. My head feels like really full. My head just feels like kind of like tight, like I just have like a headache now, and like the bump hurts a little bit, but nothing too bad. But you guys gotta be really careful on the ice because people have died from falling, and when I tweeted it last night, everyone was like, oh my gosh, people die, but it's okay, I'm fine. Right now we're going to run some errands, and then we're gonna finish up, or pretty much start all the festive Valentine stuff. Alright, so we just got back from dinner. It was so good. We got sushi and I got a package in the mail. So I figured I would unbox it and see what it is. It says it's from Urban Decay. Oh, it's a Valentine! Oh my gosh, you guys. This is so cute that they sent this on Valentine's Day. Oh my gosh. Ooh, what is all this? Getting nudes, sending nudes. I think this is the eyeshadow palette and then a bunch of lipsticks. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I have Urban Decay foundation, which I love, and I use their Naked Basics palette all the time, and I love that, but I haven't gotten to try many other of their things. I've tried a few of their like sparkly eyeshadows that I love so much, so I'm really excited to try this. I'm going to unbox this for you guys in just a second. First, we have the Naked palette, which I'm super excited about because I've only had the Naked Basics palette, which is, you know, the smaller version, and I was obsessed with that. So I'm really excited for this one. It's my first real one of these. These are all so pretty. All right, so the lipsticks I'm really excited for. This morning I was just saying to myself how I needed to go to Sephora and get some lipstick, so this is perfect. Now I don't need to. So these are all like nude colors. So the first one's called 1993, which is kind of funny because that's the year I was born, so it's perfect. Ooh, I think this might be my favorite one so far. I mean, I haven't opened any of the other ones, but I feel like this is gonna be my favorite because I had a color like this before and I loved it. Right, the next one is called Back Talk. This is so pretty. This is like, I've been looking for a nude lip color that's like this. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna really like this. I actually might put this one to the side and put this on tonight. So I'll show you guys what that looks like on in a minute. This one is called Gubby. Ooh, I feel like this would be pretty on Brianna. She loves these like lighter colors like that. This one is called Stark Naked. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. That's so pretty. This is just called Naked. All right, the lighting is so weird. Like my face looks really red, white, and then like my eyes look like super red. It's just because it's like pitch black outside right now. Like it is so dark, so I just have the lights on in my house. But this is the lip color. I think it looks so good. It's definitely gonna be my new go-to color. I've been looking for a color just like this for so long, and it's perfect. So Connor and I are going to go. Oh, Connor, we gotta go. It's already 8:15. I don't think you heard me. We have to go. We're gonna go see Peter Rabbit. We always say it with an accent. I don't know why. I will see you guys in a little bit. So I am just hanging out on my bed right now, and I wanted to kind of have a little advice session with you guys. I feel like I was mentioning this before, I think when I was doing my makeup, unless that part ended up getting cut out. But I feel like between like this past summer that we just had and to right now, I feel like a lot has changed in me, and I feel like this is finally my first year where I feel mentally okay. And I think that the past probably 7 years I've been like filled with so much anxiety and so many doubts, and just never like truly believing in myself or thinking that I was gonna do anything good. I think that a lot of the time we just focus too much on the future, and even when it comes to anxiety, I think that there's always like a fear of what's gonna happen in the future, a fear of not succeeding, a fear of not making enough money. I know that for me, that, oh my gosh, they are so They are so crazy. I'm gonna put them on the floor. Sorry about that. They are just like psycho when they're together. So this quote says, "You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people." And this quote, I wish I found this quote when I was in high school because I feel like this would have been so amazing. So basically what it's saying is, if your friends, so if you're like in high school right now, let's just start this from like middle school. If you're in middle school right now and you don't have a lot of friends, then you need to realize that that's like the path that you were meant to take. And not having friends isn't always a bad thing. Like at school, sure, you'll feel a little bit left out, but school is not your entire life. School is only a few hours of your day, several hours of your day, and then you get to go home and be yourself, and you don't have to go to school during the summer. So just try to stick it out in school. And I know it's really hard to go a school day without friends because I've been there before, but you don't want to have to change yourself to have certain friends. So you don't want to have to change yourself or do certain things you don't want to do to have these other friends. If you're in high school, definitely something you could be stressing out about is if other people are really good at sports, or what people are going to college for, or if they're going to college and you decide you don't want to go to college. And again, you don't want to like pay attention to what they're doing. If someone else is going to school for like starting their own business, I feel like what happens, especially like when you're in high school, you can easily get influenced and be like, well, if my friend is going to school for this, I'm good friends with them, like we have everything in common, maybe that's what I should be doing. And I feel like a lot of people do that and they don't actually find their true passion. And I think that it takes a little while to find what you actually are passionate about. And I remember I went through that phase and I kind of just thought to myself, like, what are some things that I'm good at, or what are some things I would like to be good at? And I tried them out, and surely enough, I found what I really like to do. So now relating a little bit more to like college or out of college, I think that it's really hard for people when they get out of college and they're like, oh my gosh, I need a job. Like, what am I gonna do? I have a friend that's going through this right now, and you know, she got out of college and she knows what she wants to do. She knows what she really wants to do in life, but she just feels like she can't achieve it. And sorry, my arm is like cramping right now. I don't know how else to sit. Sorry, this is like an awkward angle, but like this is the elbow that I fell on, so I'm just kind of sore. But anyway, so she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do after school, because here I am, I don't have like an actual job, and I just have a part-time job. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I always say, like, it's not about fitting the mold. Like, I know people think they're supposed to go to college, get out of college, get a job, maybe get engaged, get married, have kids, blah, 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 blah. But that is like so not the case. Like, everyone has a different timeline. Everyone has a different plan for their life. And the like reality of it is most kids, when they get out of college, don't find an amazing job and make tons of money. Some kids have to take internships. Some kids can't find jobs. Like, most kids who graduate college can't find jobs. And I think that, I feel like in our minds, at least I know I do this, I like think that everyone is smarter than me. I think everyone is more talented than me, or everyone is in a better situation in life. I always just assume that I'm like in a worse situation than people. But sometimes, like, if you just look around and like write down things that you're good at, or if you're like a YouTuber or a blogger, or like you want to make it in like the social media world, I know it's really easy to get carried away with numbers. But sometimes, like, if you just write down your numbers and be like, oh my gosh, I have 500 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing. Like, 500 people are subscribed to me. I'm gonna try to outdo myself this year, and I'm gonna try to get to 1,000 this year. I'm gonna double that. And don't look to other people, because I know the thing is, it's like, there's a group of us girls who all started YouTube at the same time. One of them, I think, might have like 200,000. One of them has like, I wanna say like 25,000. But then another one has only maybe 2,000 or 3,000, and then there's another one who only has a couple hundred. So like, it just shows you everyone has a different path, everyone has a different timeline. Not all things are going to happen at the same time, and things are going to take a lot of time and effort and a lot of work. If you're out of college, it's definitely going to take a lot of time and work and effort to get a job. But I think that at the end of the day, you have to stop worrying. There's so many times where I don't enjoy my life, or I didn't, because I was so stressed out about things. And I could totally be freaking out right now. YouTube is going through another one of those stupid things. Like, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I don't know why if someone's like subscribed to you, why they can't just get their subscriptions in their box. Like, YouTube wants to be difficult and not send people the people's videos that they're subscribed to. So I could totally freak out because everyone's views are so low. My views are so low. I had a point where like I was getting like 15,000 views a video, where now most of my videos were like stuck at 8,000. My last video just hit 3,000 views. But instead of freaking out about these things, I'm just gonna enjoy life and trust that God is gonna work all this out. Like, everything always ends up getting worked out. And I think that we all we get way too invested in the negatives of our life, and we focus on the really bad things in life. And let me see where this book is. So this is a daily devotional that I feel like ever since I started reading it really changed my outlook on things. And I feel like every single day that I open up this devotional and read it, has something to do with what I'm going through. Like, it's insane. Like, every single day, like whatever I'm going through, I open up this and it's exactly talking about what I'm going through. So this has helped me so much. I'll put the link for it in the description box below. This is called the Jesus Calling devotional, but it's amazing. I posted some of these on my Instagram story sometimes because they are so good. So that's helped me a lot. And something else that's personally helped me, and I know not everyone who follows me is a Christian or whatever, but something that has helped me is when I go to church, I take notes. And basically this has helped me so much, because sometimes I feel like I go to church and I hear the message, I think it's great, I come home and I just kind of forget what it's about. Whenever I go back into this, like, everything just like hits me and it makes so much sense, and I just constantly keep reading this. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll just open this up and just read like every page, and it just is so reassuring. Like, I kind of want to make maybe like a blog post on these notes for you guys, just so that you guys can like read them and follow along. So it says, what he opens, no one can shut. So if God opens a door for you, he's not going to shut it unless it's supposed to be. So if you feel in your heart that there's something that you're supposed to be doing, if you feel that you were called to be a doctor, a teacher, a YouTuber, God's not going to shut that door. If that is a message from him, he's gonna make it happen. And I know sometimes it's hard to trust in his timing, because sometimes it takes years. And I always go back to the story of me wanting a Chihuahua. Since I was 10 years old, I prayed every single day, if not twice a day, for a Chihuahua. And I was like so certain that God was gonna give me a Chihuahua. I never doubted him. And on my 12th birthday, after 2 years of praying every day, I got a Chihuahua. So everything just happens in his own timing, and everything might not happen right away. Then it says, our weaknesses make us stronger because we have to trust in him, not ourselves. And I think that's so true. I think that when we're like feeling like we can't do something, instead of like leaning on yourself or going to a friend, you have to just trust in God and trust that he's going to take care of it, because at the end of the day, he really is. Like, no one else is gonna fix your problems but God, so you just have to keep going with that. And then it also says, we don't always understand the delays of our prayers. When God acts, it's never on a whim, it's always planned. So again, like I said, I think that sometimes it's hard to understand why certain things aren't happening right away, but there's a plan behind it. And almost, I mean, every single time that I've waited for something, or like, here's an example. You guys know I'm obsessed with getting engaged, and I really wanted my grandpa to be here. I'm getting a different position again, but like I was saying, as you guys know, I've been obsessed with getting engaged because Connor and I have been dating for 8 years. And I was very much so wanting my grandpa to be here when we got engaged, because that's all he ever talked about. Every single day he was like, I want to see you get engaged, I want to be here for your wedding. And that was one of the most important things in the world to me, that he at least saw us get engaged. Looking back now, I am so glad that I did not get engaged then, because that's when I was like, I posted like a video or two where I was like crying, and I was just having such a difficult time with life, and like I was just not having it with life. And if I had gotten engaged then, I thought that getting engaged at that point in my life was gonna fix everything. I thought that I would instantly be a happier person and everything was just gonna like start working out. But at the end of the day, had we gotten engaged then, we've always said we probably wouldn't wait a full year to get married. Had we gotten married then, like, I just don't think that I would have been in a good enough place to be a wife or to be even a fiance. Like, I was dealing with so much internally. I don't even think that I understood with how much I was dealing with. Sorry, these shadows are so weird. But I don't even think that I understood how much I was dealing with. Looking back now, I 100% am so glad that God didn't allow that to happen. And I know that now I'm in such a better place. So like now if we get engaged, like I feel like I'm gonna be so much happier. I'm in such a better place where I will actually be able to enjoy it, and I'm not gonna have to like be happy but then like also crying because I'm like super anxious and depressed feeling. So I know this like is such a long rant, but I've been like wanting to make a video about this, and there's also so many other topics that I wanted to make videos about, but so for now I'm just gonna do this one because obviously it's super long. But I just want to say, like, in closing to all of this, you guys just have to trust that things might not always happen for you right away. Sometimes things might take a year, might take 5 years, might even take 10 years for something to happen that you really want to happen, but you have to just keep working towards it. Don't give up, just stay really positive. And I know it's hard because it gets so tiring just like trusting that everything's gonna work out, but along your journey and your path, you just need to enjoy life, because at the end of the day, like we don't even know when life is gonna end. I mean, just yesterday there was a shooting in a high school, and I'm sure these kids going in for Valentine's Day, that was the last thing they expected to happen. And it's like, it's just such a tragic thing, and it could happen to any one of us at any given point. Like, we're not promised tomorrow. So at the end of the day, we have to really just focus on enjoying life, enjoying the little moments. Don't get so caught up on the little things, and just enjoy the journey and the process. And I know that it can cause a lot of anxiety, but these are just things that you have to work through. And like I said, that devotional I have really helped a lot with my anxiety. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. I only have like another minute left on my memory card, or else I could probably keep going about this, but I'll probably end my video here now because it's gonna be so long. If you guys want me to like continue this conversation, or if you guys have any other topics you guys want me to talk about, I have so many, just let me know and I'll definitely do that in like another weekly vlog. But I'm going to end this. I'm probably going to take a bath and maybe soak my head with some water or some ice. But I love you guys so much, and if you guys are watching this to the end, thank you. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys next time.